Hello and welcome back to WePC. Astro is a brand that is better known for its high-end premium offerings when it comes to gaming headset. Having said that, recently they've decided to dip their toe in the lower end of the price spectrum and provided the market with another fantastic option, the Astro A10 Gaming Headset. The Astro A10 Gaming Headset is a no-thrills, stripped-back headset that prioritizes sound and build quality over gimmicky features and aesthetics, falls slap bang in the middle of the budget price spectrum, giving consumers an even bigger headache when it comes to their next headset. So, with that in mind, let's waste no further time and dive straight into the Astro A10. The setup process required to get the Astro A10s up and running is extremely simple, regardless of whether you're using them for PC, Xbox or PS4. Once unpackaged, simply attach the audio cable, which can be found in its own separate packaging to the headset. After this, PC users will need to attach the additional splitter in order to use both the microphone and the audio of this headset. Easy done, really. For Xbox and PS4 users, this step isn't required. The A10s come in a number of different styles and colour themes, all meant for different scenarios and gaming devices. However, that being said, regardless of colour theme or device format, every variation of this headset does the exact same thing. So with that out of the way, we decided to get the Zelda themed Astro A10 headset. Astro has decided to go down the gaming route for this headset, which no surprises there, giving it a loud aesthetic that really stands out. This isn't the kind of headset you could simply pop on before going to the shops, for example. The Zelda theme is most prominent on both ear cups, showcasing a large Link sword logo on one and some ancient Kingdom of Hyrule markings found on the other. Similar symbols can be found throughout the headband, the finishing with like the Zelda badge on top too. Zelda branding aside, the Astro A10s have been designed using plastic, which on one hand provides a lightweight design, but on the other doesn't offer great build quality or longevity. Thankfully, unlike the HyperX Cloud Stingers, a similarly priced headset, the Astro A10 comes with a steel headband encased in a flexible rubberized material for additional strength. The ear cups are over ear, but aren't nearly as big as most gaming headsets on the market right now. They do offer Astro's signature square design that does look quite bulky, if truth be told. Furthermore, the headband, which opens up vertically from the ear cup itself, looks quite large and angular when in use, giving a square head, something I wasn't a huge fan of. Just felt a little bit clunky and overkill for what was ultimately a smaller headset. Now the microphone is a rotate to mute, non-detachable microphone that is fairly large when compared to the rest of the headset. That is being said, the mic does feel fairly robust, offers a little bit of versatility when it comes to positioning. Build quality isn't always an area that concerns me when it comes to headsets of this price range, and truth be told, the Astro A10s are a breath of fresh air when it comes to this department. The headset as a whole actually feels pretty good and quite robust, especially when put under some light strain in tests when we used it in the studio, and the ear cups themselves again feel pretty good as far as quality is concerned. The cloth ear padding feels well installed, whilst the ear cups offer a thick layer of plastic that could stand a few rage quits. Having said that, the only downside I could see in this headset has to be the inline volume control on the cable. The dial doesn't feel overly strong, meaning it could potentially be an area of concern down the line, but we'll just have to wait and see. Comfort is an area that feels a little hit and miss for me personally. The A10 headset comes with a slender 346 grams, which, to put in perspective, is a fairly light headset to say the least. The weight alone is going to allow you to use long extended gaming sessions, not to mention the cozy feel it provides, but it might not be up to strength. The ear cup doesn't properly manage to encase my ear, with both the top and the bottom of my ear being in direct contact with the ear cup padding itself, but I do have quite large ears, so we don't know how it is with smaller ears. Normally this would be a huge issue, but because of the shape of the ear cup, my ear just felt kind of awkward whilst in there. Furthermore, the padding that has been installed in the headband doesn't nearly offer as much support as you might expect. Thanks to its small design, it again just felt quite awkward when in use. With the design aside, it's time to take a closer look at some more of the technical aspects of this gaming headset, and I personally started off with the sound performance. Tested it by firing up a couple of my favourite tracks to see how the A10s handle general music listening. It usually gives me a pretty good understanding of the range and the frequencies that this headset can produce. The 14mm neodymium drivers found inside this headset gave a good account of themselves, providing crisp highs and nice boomy characteristics that most people seem to be into these days. Bass lines sounded driving and prominent, whilst melody lines cut through the mix, which is something we really like to see. And it offers that exciting sound that all people who like, say, electro will love. Having said that, it wasn't all positives from a music standpoint. I did notice pretty early on that the mids sounded a little bit lacking and weak in the mix. Unfortunately, the lack of mids definitely gave the headset a slightly washed out sound. I decided to do a quick comparison with the Corsair HS60 Pro headset, currently retailing around $20 more than the A10s. And as I had predicted, the sound quality was much more well-rounded. As far as sub $50 headsets go, however, I feel that the A10s did actually a really good job, albeit a little bit washed out. I fired up my go-to game when it comes to testing headsets, CSGO, started off by playing a couple of games of deathmatch, after which I decided to take the Astros into more competitive game styles. And the first thing I noticed with this was that the bass was there, really prominent and really nice. It sounded adequate when listening to the music, but it really came into its own during the game. AWP sniper shots, grenades, everything sounded much boomier than I first anticipated when I put on the headset. And thanks to the lack of mids, I was easily able to pick out footsteps and gunfire from afar, giving me crucial information on my enemy's whereabouts. Moving on to the microphone, the A10 uses a 6.0mm unidirectional microphone, which, if I'm being honest, doesn't sound that bad at all. I managed to get quite a bit of game time in using this headset, and at no point did my teammates or anyone else experience any issues with clarity or volume. The microphone comes housed in a rubberized material that feels extremely robust, and the material gives you a decent amount of positional versatility, but no option to bend the microphone away from your face. That being said, the microphone has built-in rotate to mute technology, meaning you can just simply flip it up when you aren't using it and it goes away. The microphone itself steers clear of representation of my voice, albeit a little bit on the flat side, but again, as far as $50 headsets go, this isn't half bad. I did notice when the microphone was positioned closer to my mouth, it did pick up a lot of background noise, including breathing and typing on my mechanical keyboard. Apparently this sound was quite prominent, so I'll be careful if you use sound activation for in-game chat. Astro has equipped the A10s with a standard 3.5mm audio cable that can be used with any device that offers this port, so mobile, Xbox, Mac, Switch, you name it, this headset can be used alongside it. And at $60, this headset falls slap bang in the middle of an extremely competitive price pool, including fan favourites such as the HyperX Cloud Stinger, the Corsair HS60 Pro and the SteelSeries Arctic One. Ultimately, many of these headsets perform in a very similar way, with some offering slightly better features whilst others provide better sound quality or even build quality. Which one you choose really comes down to personal preference. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to check out the Zelda A10s, there is a link in the description below as always, as well as links to all of our socials. If you can give us a follow, that'd be great. That's all from me today. If you like what you see, and not just me, why not consider subscribing to WePC?